Fraction means numerator upon denominator. Upper part is numerator, lower part is denominator. Okay. Still students are joining. So sixth one. Good morning. Good morning. Sixth one. Write on this. Which of the following pair of fractions are equivalent? Which of the following pairs of fractions? Which of the following pair of fractions are equivalent? Which of the following pair of fractions are equivalent? Equivalent means you cancel the common term of numerator and denominator, you will get same fraction. So first it is 10 by 35, 10 by 35, 10 by 35 and 6 by 21 and 6 by 21. Okay. So now we want to check whether they are equivalent or not. So in order to check whether they are equivalent, you have to cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. Let us take 10 by 35. 10 by 35. Now what you can write 10? 10 I can write 2 5s are 10 and 35 I can write 7 5s are 35. Correct? Now which term is common in numerator and denominator? 5 5. 5 5 get cancelled. So what is left? That is 2 upon 7. So my fraction 10 upon 35 is nothing but 10 upon 35 is nothing but 2 upon 7. Yes, my dear, we have to cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. So 10 I can write 2 5s are 10 and 35 I can write 7 5s are 35. Then we can cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. We can cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. So 10 upon 35 is 2 by 7. Let us check what is 6 upon 21. Let us check what is 6 upon 21. Let us check 6 upon 30. Whose phone is there, my dear? Huh? Whose phone is ringing? Varun, mute the microphone, my dear. Let us take 6 upon 21. Let us take 6 upon 21. 6 upon 21, 6 I can write 2 3s are 6. 21 I can write 3 7s are 21. 3 7s are. Now what is common in numerator and denominator? 3 3. So what is left? 2 upon 7. So 6 upon 21 is same as 2 upon 7. So can you see? Yes. All of you can hear me. All of you can hear me? 1 minute. Yes, all of you. No screen is. No voice is clear, my dear. Now 10 upon 30. 10 upon 35 is what? 2 upon 7. 6 upon 21 is also 2 upon 7. So 10 upon 35 and 6 upon 21, they are same as 2 upon 7. And therefore they are equivalent. Okay? So 6 upon 21, 10 upon 35 is same as 6 upon 21 is same as 2 upon 7. So whenever both are equal to 2 upon 7, they are equivalent. So 10 upon 35 and 6 upon 21 are equivalent. So to check whether they are equivalent, we have to cancel the common term of numerator and denominator and see whether both the fractions are of same. So 10 upon 35, when you cancel the common factor of 10 and 35, that is 5, you get 2 upon 7. 6 upon 21, When you cancel the common factor of 6 and 21, that is 3, you get 2 upon 7. So 10 upon 35 and 2 upon 7, they have same value, 2 upon 7. Therefore, they are equivalent. Is it clear? Yes, understood this part? Yes. So to check whether they are equivalent, you have to cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator of both the fractions and see whether both the fraction has same value. If both the fraction have same value, not cross multiplication, my dear, we are cancelling the common factor of numerator and denominator, that's all. So 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. Okay? 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. So first sum I have solved. No? First sum I have solved. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. Check whether these fractions are equivalent. 4 upon second one. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. Anything is common? Just check it. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. Let us see. 4 upon 6. Okay, B. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9. Let us see. 4 I can write 2 2s are 4. 6 I can write 3 2s are 6. Then 2 get cancelled. What is left? 2 upon 3. This fraction is 2 upon 3. What about this fraction? 6 upon 9. 6 I can write 3 2s are 6. 9 I can write 3 3s are 9. Then 3 get cancelled. What is left? 2 upon 3. Whether they are same? 2 upon 3 and 2 upon 3 are same? Yes. So they are equivalent. So we write 4 upon 6. 4 upon 6 and 6 upon 9 are equivalent because they have same value 2 upon 3. They have same value 2 upon 3, so they are equivalent. So you have to cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator and see whether they have same value. 4 upon 6, 2 get cancelled, what is left? 2 upon 3. 6 upon 9, 3 get cancelled, what is left? 2 upon 3. So both are equivalent. Okay? Now see 2 by 7 and 6 by 20. 2 by 7 and 6 by 20. And 6 by 20. Okay? 2 by 7 and 6 by 20. Let me give this homework. 2 by 7 there is nothing common. Then 6 upon 20 you cancel the common factor. Not equivalent. Yes, not. It will come not equivalent. So this first will remain same, 2 upon 7 only. First will remain 2 upon 7. What about second? Second you cancel the term. Second will be 3 upon 10. Second, when you cancel 2, you will get 3 upon 10. So 2 upon 7 and 3 upon 10 are not same. So they are not equivalent. Okay. Then D part, 18 upon 15. 18 upon 15. 18 upon 15 and 6 by 5. Yes, 18 upon 15 and 6 by 5. What you can write? 18. 18 you can write 6 3s are 18. And 15 you can write 5 3s are 15. Correct? 3 get cancelled. What is left? 6 upon 5. Okay. What about this part? This is already 6 upon 5. Yes or no? Yes, 3 upon 10, and they are not equivalent. Okay. 6 upon 5, 1 is common, 1, 5, 1, 1 you can cancel, again you will get 6 upon 5. So whether they are equivalent, Yes, no problem. Directly you can write 6 upon 5, nothing is common, so 6 upon 5. So this value 18 upon 15 is 6 upon 5, 6 upon 5, 6 upon 5. Whether they are equal? These two are equal? Yes, tell me. 6 upon 5, 6. So 18 upon 15, so they are equivalent. 18 upon 15 and 6 by 5 are equivalent. They are equivalent. They are equivalent. Now next is 5 by 9 and 8 by 13. 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 Okay. So, E part 5 by 9 and 8 by 13. Now my voice is clear very much. 5 by 9 and 8 by 13. Mute the microphone, voice will be clear. Then F 5 by 6. 5 by 6 and 6 by 5. 5 by 6 and 6 by 5, they are not equivalent. Okay? Vedant, mute the microphone, my dear. Seventh one. Let us do seventh one. Seventh one. Find the equivalent fraction of. Yes, 9 into 1. Find the equivalent fraction of. Prime numbers, yes. Find the equivalent fractions of. Find the equivalent fraction of. Find the equivalent fraction of first 12 upon 15. 12 upon 15 with denominator 5. With denominator 5. With denominator 5. Okay. So 12 upon 15 is given. You have to write down the equivalent fraction. That 15 you have to convert into 5. So 12 upon 15 is a fraction given. This fraction you have to write to another fraction whose denominator is 5. Now this 15 I have to convert into 5. So how you will convert 15 into 5? Yes? Tell me, how you will convert? Divide by 3, yes. Divide by 3, okay. So this will be, so 12 upon 15, we write 12 upon 15, you will divide by 3. Write the equivalent fraction. So you will divide this each by 3. So 12 divided by 3 upon 15 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now the denominator is 5. So what is the equivalent fraction? Yes. So equivalent fraction is 4 upon 5. Equivalent fraction is 4 upon 5. Is 4 upon 5. Whose denominator is 5. Condition is given. Denominator you want 5. Now second, 5 upon 9 with numerator 15. 5 upon 9 with numerator 15. 5 upon 9 with numerator 15. Yes, now what is the numerator? 5. So 5 upon 9, I have to convert this to another fraction whose numerator should be 15 and denominator can be anything. Not 5 divided by 3, my dear. Numerator is 5. When 5 will become 15? When 5 will become 15, multiply. Multiply by 3. Yes, so 5 upon 9, multiply by 3 because we want numerator 15. So 5 into 3, denominator also be multiplied by 3. So 5 3s are 15, 9 3s are 27. And now the numerator is 15. Okay, numerator is 15. So 15 upon 27 is equivalent fraction. So equivalent fraction is 15 upon 27. Equivalent fraction is 15 upon 27. Okay. Then 6 upon 27 with numerator 2. Let me give homework. Few problem. Let me give homework. Whenever you have to convert numerator, you see the numerator, and accordingly you decide whether you have to divide or you have to multiply by which number. And whenever you denominator changes, you have to see the denominator, and accordingly you should decide whether I have to multiply by denominator by a certain number or I have to divide by certain number to that denominator. Now C is 6 upon 27. 6 upon 27 with numerator 2. With numerator 2. Yes. What is my numerator? Numerator is upper part. So when 6 will become 2, divide by 3. Divide by 3. So C will be homework. Okay. Let me see D part. 3 upon 7. 3 upon 7 with denominator. 3 upon 7 with denominator 28. With denominator 28. Now you want the denominator 28. What is my denominator? 7, no? Yes? My denominator. So what you will do? Multiply by 4. So 3 upon 7. Now denominator you want 28. Denominator is 7. So I will have to multiply 7 by 4. So 3 4s are 12 upon 7 4s are. So that is 12 upon 28. So equivalent fraction is 12 upon 28. Equivalent fraction is 12 upon 28. Equivalent fraction is 12 upon 28. Okay. Then E part. 14 upon 63 with denominator 9. 14 upon 63 with denominator 9. What is my denominator? 63 with denominator 9. So denominator is 63. When you will get denominator 9, when you will divide 63 by 7, divide by 7. When you will divide by 7, each one of them, I am giving you the hint, divide by 7. So this E will be homework, you can do it. Then F, 28 upon 32 with numerator 7. 28 upon 32 with numerator 7. With numerator 7. With numerator 7. Now the numerator is 28. When 28 will become 7, when divide by 4. So divide numerator and denominator by 4. Okay, so F homework. F is also homework. Easy questions. Easy questions, so I am giving homework. So, yes. Yes. So you are following, that is why you are finding it easy. You are understanding, that is why you are finding it easy. Otherwise, if you do not understand anything, even so if you know everything, then you find it easy. And second thing, you should have confidence. Now 8th one, reduce the following fraction to the lowest term. 8th one, reduce the following fraction. Reduce the following fraction. Reduce the following fractions to lowest term. To lowest terms. Lowest term means reduce the following fraction to lowest term. Now lowest term means cancel common factor of numerator and denominator. Lowest term means cancel common factor of numerator and denominator. cancel common factor of numerator and denominator. You will get lowest term. To get the fraction into lowest term, we cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. First, 42 upon 63. 42, I can write 7 6 are 42. Then 63, I can write 7 9 are 63. What is common factor of numerator and denominator? 7, denominator 7. So what is left? 6 upon 9. Okay, but 6 upon 9 there is still common. Yes or no? So there it is 6 upon. Wait, let me write this. This is 6 upon 9. But 6 I can write 2 3s are 6. And 9 I can write 3 3s are 9 again. Again you have to cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. 3 3. So what is left? The left is 2 upon 3. Now is there is anything common? No. There is nothing common in that. So this is the lowest term. So 2 upon 3 is the lowest term. Okay. So 42, so 2 upon 3 is the lowest terms. Is the lowest term of fraction 42 upon 63. So 2 upon 3 is the lowest term. To write down the fraction to the lowest term, we cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. Okay. To write down the fraction to the lowest term, we cancel the common term of numerator and denominator. Cancel common factor of numerator and denominator. To write down the fraction in the lowest term. To write down the fraction to the lowest term, we cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. We cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. Okay? We get the lowest term. We will get the lowest term. To write down the fraction to the lowest term, we cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. Then second, 16 upon 56. 16 upon 56, let me give homework, same thing. Then, see 228 upon 247. 228 upon 247. 228 upon 247. Yes, what you can cancel? 228 upon 247. So second one is homework. 2 we can cancel, yes. We can cancel 2. Okay. 2 you can cancel, no. Because this is 247, no. 1 minute. You can see, suppose I don't know anything. Let me do the factorization. Prime factorization you have studied. 2 to 8. 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are. Then 3, 19. Then 19 1s are. Okay? And let us write 247. 247 also you write 247. 247 you can write. Write down this. This 247 you can divide by 13 1s are 13. Yes, 13 1s are 13. Then 11 is left. 13 into 9. So this 228, see here, 228 I can write 2 into 2 into 3 into 19. 2 into 2 into 3 into 19. Okay, and then 247 I can write 13 into 19. Now what is common in them? What is common? 19 get cancelled. So what is left? 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 12 upon 13. 12 upon 13 is the answer. The lowest term is 12 upon 13. Yes, understood. No, my dear, in examination only small number will be given. You will not be given big number. Okay. Then 299 upon. In examination you will be given small number, not lengthy number. But you should know how to factorize. That is what I have explained. No, I will give small only. Yes, I will give small only. Then, so basically lowest term means you have to cancel the common factor. Then D 299 upon 161. In the same way you will factorize and get the answer. Then E 195 upon 275. Cancel the common factor of numerator and denominator. Homework. In the same. Then F 108 upon 60. 108 upon 60. So 108 I can write 12 into 9. In this way. In this way. Yes. 108 I can write 12 9s are 108 and 60 I can write 12 5s are 60. 12 get cancelled. What is left? 9 upon 5. So lowest term 9 upon 5 is lowest term of 9 upon 5 is lowest term of 108 upon 60. So you should be thorough with the table up to 15. So we know 108 12 9s are 1 up to 15. So 108. So up to table 20. Up to table 20. You should be thorough because you are in 6th standard. So up to table 20 you should be thorough. Then next standard, 7th standard up to table 25. Then 8th standard. Yes, very good. Very good. Chalo, ninth, fill in the boxes. Ninth one, fill in the boxes. Ninth one is fill in the boxes. We have to fill the box. A 5 upon 7 is equal to, yes, ask the doubt, is equal to box upon 35. Notebook, everything should be written in the notebook. Okay, let us see. Now see here, 5 upon 7 is equal to box. Box is, box is your numerator and denominator is 35. So this 7 becomes 35. No, 7 becomes 35. When 7 will become 35, tell me. So multiply both by 5. So that is 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 25 upon 35. So answer is 25. So you have to see the denominator. Denominator 7 becomes 35. When 7 will become 35? When you will multiply this by 5. When you multiply 7 by 5, 7 will become 35. So multiply by 5 in the numerator and denominator, you will get the answer. Then B, yes, 4 upon 9 is equal to 12 upon box. Now denominator is not given. We are given numerator. So 4 is there. 4 becomes 12. When 4 becomes 12, when you will multiply by 3, no? So multiply by 3. So 4 into 3 upon 9 into 3. that is 12 upon 27. 12 upon 27. So denominator it is 27. Denominator it is 27. In the box you will write 27. In the box you will write 27. Yeah, so you have to see. Numerator is 4, numerator is 12. When 4 will become 12? When I will multiply 4 by 3. See also. 3 upon dash box. 3 upon box is equal to 6 upon 4. 6 upon 4. Okay? So now see this. Now we have to fill this box. Correct? That means 6 become 3. When 6 will become 3? Divide by 2. 6 become 3 when we divide by 2. So denominator also you divide by 2. Denominator also you divide by 2. Not 8 my dear. Not 8. 4 divided by 2. No. 4 divided by 2. 2. Answer will be 2. When we divide 6 by 2, it becomes 3. When we divide 4 by 2, it will be 2. Okay? Yes. We have to divide. Yes. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So box upon 18 is equal to 4 by 9. So that's C. Not always divide. Now see this, box upon 18. Now this see, 9 becomes 18. When 9 becomes 18? When we multiply by 2. 9 becomes 18 when we multiply by 2. So 4 we multiply by 2. 4 you multiply 2. 4 2s are 8. Okay? 9 becomes 18 when we multiply by 2. So 4 will become 4 multiplied by 2 will be 8. Multiply. Yes. According to the situation. What situation is given? Now 10th one. Identify the following as proper or improper fraction. Identify the following as proper or improper fraction. As proper or improper fraction. Proper or improper fraction. Multiply, yes. Small, we have to divide, yes. Now what do you mean by proper fraction? Proper fraction means numerator is less than denominator. Proper means numerator is less than denominator. Improper means numerator is greater than denominator. Okay? 10:30, okay. 10:30 we stop here. We'll see next period. Identify the following as proper. Fourth period, yes. After this third period. So now we stop here. Bye everybody. Bye. Yes. Bye everybody.